A big weekend in sports with plenty of football and basketball games on TV for Christmas. And while the NBA season is just kicking into gear, some of the Week 16 NFL slate had real playoff implications. I want to welcome in Eric Mitchell, president of LifeFlip Media, to break it all down. Eric, Merry Christmas. Good to see you.
Hey, Natasha, how are you doing today?
I am really having a great holiday. We have a great team here, and it's lovely to see your face. Let's jump right in. Let's start with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers beating the Dolphins, staying in the hunt for the playoffs, but the loss also pushing Miami to the brink here. Where do both teams go from here?
I mean, we all had the Packers out like just 3 weeks ago. That's what we've all been talking about. We thought they were gone, and here they are fighting back. And I mean, I think that's what we get for trying to say Aaron Rodgers is done with the Packers or done with football. He's clearly not. We have the wrong number 12 who appears to be done with football, because clearly Aaron Rodgers showed up today, played a very tough Miami team. I think the Packers were just happy not to be in sub-zero temperatures, and they showed up today, and the Dolphins looked like they were a little culture shock still after that weekend they had in Buffalo, where they were treated with that warm weather in Buffalo, and then got a kind of a dose of it down there in South Florida.
Well, and the Buffalo Bills beat the Chicago Bears to clinch the AFC East. They are currently the #1 seed. Are the Bills the team to beat in the AFC this year?
That's tough to say. I like the Bengals too, right? I mean, they had a great game, but this Bills team is just unstoppable. I don't know if they're the team to beat, and I don't want to sound like I'm a homer here when I'm going to say, hey, I think it's the Niners. But the Niners, ever since they had this amazing trade with Christian McCaffrey, they've gone 8-1. I think that's pretty darn good for a team that's had some injuries, has a quarterback who's known as Mr. Irrelevant, and he's really showing up and doing an amazing job. That Niner game yesterday was great, and we can't count the Cowboys out. They did knock off, yes, without their QB, they knocked off the Eagles, but that was still an amazing game, tough game, because that Eagles team, even without Jalen Hurts, this is an amazing football team with a great record, and the Vikings. So it's hard to say who's the best team, because then we got to remember the Chiefs, right? Patrick Mahomes is there like, hi, I'm here. So it's so difficult to say who's the best. I do love that Bills team. I think everybody in the country is like the Bills Mafia. We all want to pull for them. But it's so tough right now when we're down to the fun part of the season where you really see the top QBs and top teams really step forward.
I hear you. And meanwhile, Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson having a monster year, and he's just 209 yards shy of the NFL record for receiving yards in a season. But with Minnesota already clinching a playoff spot, does Jefferson have a shot at the record?
Absolutely. He's a gamer. They're going to play. They have some good games remaining. So they're going to finish the season, and you want to get those records. I know everybody wants to rest their players, but wide receivers are different beasts. They want to get their reps. They need to stay in the shape they're in. Resting a lineman, resting a quarterback is different than resting some player that needs those active reps. You see that in the NBA also when you look at players who need to consistently play, because the more time you sit out, the slower you get. And some of these teams are going to come into the wild card or that first playoff game and be ready to go. So Jefferson is one of those top quarterbacks, just like you see Deebo Samuel. He's supposed to come back. He's going to get his reps in, and you see it with other wide receivers throughout the league. I expect him to beat that record before we go into the postseason, and he's having a heck of a year. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, what are the Vikings' chances of winning the Super Bowl, do you think?
They're going to have a tough run. I think the Cowboys, I think the Eagles, the Packers, and, of course, the 49ers will have something to say about that. They're a tough team, but like I've said before with you, I think every other weekend we go back and forth about these Vikings. It's this team, sometimes they show up, and then these weaker teams they don't show up for. It's just a weird team. It's like, are you going to show up? You shouldn't win a game by a field goal. You should have blown that team out. Last week, you came back from a huge deficit. It's crazy how they just need to get their act together. If they do, I will say this. They get their act together, they can make a deep run in the playoffs.
Okay. Well, if Tampa Bay, meanwhile, loses tonight, that'll be 3 teams in the lowly AFC South with 6-9 records. Someone has to win that division, though. Which team do you think is coming out on top, even with a sub-500 record?
The Bucs. Well, let's just face it. It's Tom Brady. We can't cut him out for some reason. He's the only 45-year-old who could go up and down the field and still hang in there. I mean, he's still throwing for 300 yards. I know we want to say bad things about him, but I personally could not go out there and throw for 300 yards a game like he's doing. He's 45, playing a very young man's game as an old guy, and he looks pretty good. I think the Bucs, even with their record, they're going to show up. They're going to play well. And I mean, he's doing better, and he's, I think 10 years older than Russell Wilson, who did not look like he should even be a starting quarterback today. in the game versus the Rams. So I think coming out of there, the Bucks are the favorite team. They're going to win their division. They're going to do good. It's Tom Brady.
You sound bummed about it, Eric.
I mean, it's because it's hard. I mean, let's be honest, Natasha, you want to see, like, I want Brady to go, okay, this is it, because hard as a guy in your mid-40s watching another guy in his mid-40s, he's getting hit pretty hard. He just doesn't look like the Tom Brady we've grown up watching. And that's what I want to remember. And it's like, you almost would be like, dude, I'll pull the plug for you so you could go and retire, because go make that money in the broadcast booth that we all know that he's already got the guaranteed check for. Go do that. We want to remember you as the good Tom Brady, not the Tom Brady who's struggling a bit.
Okay, let's move to the NBA with the time we have left. The Dallas Mavericks set a Christmas Day record 51 points in the third quarter of today's win over the Lakers. So could this be a turning point for the Mavs?
I hope so. They did the statue out front for Dirk Nowitzki today. They beat LeBron, who beat Kobe's record for most Christmas Day games with that 51 points in the third quarter. The Mavs need to turn around. They have an amazing talent in Luka Doncic. This is a team that deserves to be up there and instead hasn't played to their potential. Yes, they have injuries. They need to figure out some of these new players. I hope this is a turnaround. It needs to be the spark. It's the perfect time when you have the Warriors without a Steph Curry and some of these younger teams figuring it out. The West is so wild and wide open right now. Luka could turn this team around and take off, but then you got to pay attention to those Portland Trailblazers that they're still figuring it out, but they have Dame Lillard. So you have these wild card teams that are out there that I think the Mavericks, and then you look at the Portland Trailblazers and a few other teams that are out there, the Jazz, and they'll just make a run for it. So I hope to see the Mavericks take off and do a great job, because Luka and that team is very fun to watch.
Well, and Eric, I'm a Bay Area native. When are the Warriors going to get it together? When are they going to start winning again?
When Steph Curry comes back. That's without Steph, they're kind of rudderless, like a ship just kind of sailing around. Because, it's Draymond Green, he's fun to watch. Jordan Poole's great to watch. I love Clay. It's just not the same team. Steph is truly, when you look at leadership, he is truly the glue that holds that amazing Warrior team together. I can't say bad things about the Warrior team when Steph's on it. I'm a big Curry fan. But you look at that Celtic team. Look at what they did today. Look what they're doing. The Celtic team is the team I think is the team to beat in the NBA. Just that's who I just have. I'm look at the Celtics going, that team scares me. They have all the right pieces to win a championship.
Okay, Eric Mitchell, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy holidays to you.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.